It looks different than the previous films.
Yeah, we're getting some actual action, and not just horses riding at people and dropping nets on them.
Well, but I would say this though, without the kind of helpful. Was there a voiceover? There wasn't a voiceover, was there?
At the very end.
At the very yeah.
It was just a mess of action sequences. It didn't really tell me anything other than there was fighting between a military state and
you saw that they were like slaves of some sort doing work, and they all work in a big open area that everybody has to hang out. It looks like all the action is happening in one area.
One little shopping center that they booked for the weekend.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, but you please go.
The one thing that really stood out with me is that there's only one person in a green garb, and a garb that's reminiscent
different than everybody. Yeah, you got black
of the
and red, and then the one that stands out.
But go ahead.
No, I've almost interrupted you twice. You're trying to make a point.
Just that everything is kind of generic. We have people in military gear. We have people in.
But I think that's kind of important in my opinion.
People in red slave type gear. Right. Then we have one.
Well, you have people in the apes in black gear too, right?
Yeah, but I think
like
when
the
we
gorillas were in red and black.
We'll start talking about this as we get into it, and once we start talking the production. But I think it's a pretty interesting idea that, here Pierre Boulle starts with a novel about someone going to an ape planet of civilized apes, and we've now come full circle to the point where we are finally shooting in almost the environments where Bull would have wanted. Now it's a different story. The apes are enslaved, yada, yada. Right. But we're finally in that industrialized modern societal look. And we've got fighting against it. Now, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes came out June 30th of 1972. So less than a year after this film, they pushed that baby. They cranked. Yeah. They went.
Yeah, because I was, as we were looking at the trailer, I saw other links to the other movies. It's like 71, 72, 73. They cranked these three out of a row.
They were making some money.
As we were talking about in the previous minute, were they thinking of the next movie as they were wrapping up Escape? The fact that they came out year after year after year makes me think that they're starting to plan the next movie as they're wrapping up Escape.
Let's save all that when we start with Conquest. When we get there. Now, here we come with a little bit of logistical what we're doing here. So if everything goes according to plan, you are listening to this episode. If you're listening to it when it just dropped,
first dropped,
is December 11th. That's when we're estimating this should come out. Mm-hmm. Now we are going to let that play. We're going to take the holidays off, and right around the 1st of January, we're going to go right back in and start recording Conquest. Mm-hmm. Our plan is while we record those, we will continue the in-betweens that we record that week. We will release that week so that finally our pop culture references can be in tune with what's happening at that very moment. We don't sound like we're in the way back machine, referencing things that happened years before.
That being said, anybody who's just now starting...
Stop with your logic, Sean.
Out of date.
But we're going to do that so we keep giving you guys content and we're out there. Hopefully... we should, around the 1st of February, second week of February, we should start releasing Conquest. We are not going to take the massive break we had to with this last film. We agree upon that.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I brought up to the guys, and when this episode hits on December 11th, hopefully you'll see the tweet that went out as well. I've asked my two dear friends how they feel about finally ixnaying the monkey bleeping of the days. Because I did that.
Yeah.
I've gotten to the point where I am so sick of that, doing the post of that, and we're going to start trying, we've told you guys that I put the minutes in post and we listen. We're going to start listening to them live. I've got to get to the point where I really cut down my time on this. So I'm asking our kind listeners, if you are so bothered by F-bombs that come in, please tell us, and we will reconsider that idea. But as of right now...
Sean's the one you got to watch.
I know.
Well, okay. Sean and I have never met a that we didn't want to embrace.
Okay, I don't know where this is going. I didn't... Honey, but if you're listening to this...
we embrace all the fucks.
I think the three of us could agree to be somewhat judicial in judicious, excuse me, that's what our decision of using F-bombs and horrific cuss words. Can we at least try to police ourselves little bit? You can put them in, but make them for a point.
Yes.
So, if you have a pushback, let us know. Other than that, I think we're done.
I think so.
Yeah, everybody have a wonderful holiday and come back, and we're talking Conquest next.
That's right. Yeah. We'll get into a new movie. I hope you get lots of Cornelius and Zero stuffed toys next to your baby Yodas for Christmas.
And your ape flip-flops.
Oh,
And,
Are you getting me some of those, Richard?
and the
At my Etsy shop.
And the Mandalorian and all his friends helping
That's right.
him out.
Everybody have a great few weeks. We will be back with you at the beginning of February. We will dive quickly into Conquest. And until then, for Richard and Sean, happy holidays, and thanks so much for sticking with us.
Bye.
Happy holidays, everybody.